Manila, Philippines, November 24, 2025. As the first rays of sunlight break over the city, a sense of anticipation fills the air. The city stirs awake, its people going about their routines, unaware that above them, history is quietly unfolding. The roar of jet engines splits the humid morning air over the West Philippine Sea. These are not just routine flights. Each takeoff is a symbol of vigilance, a reminder that the nation's defenders are always on watch. Below, turquoise water shimmers, but tension is unmistakable. The calm surface belies the strategic contest playing out beneath and above these waves, where every movement is closely monitored. Two Philippine Air Force FA-50PH Fighting Eagles bank sharply west, their presence a bold statement. These jets, sleek and modern, cut through the sky with purpose, signaling a new era for the nation's air defense. A transmission crackles, an urgent challenge to an unidentified aircraft entering the Philippine Air Defense Identification Zone. The pilots' voices are calm but firm, reflecting rigorous training and a new sense of confidence. This is the new reality, a nation once grounded, now reclaiming its skies. Years of modernization and investment have transformed the Philippine Air Force into a force ready to meet the challenges of a changing world. The pilots represent a generation trained for a modern battlefield, far from the counterinsurgency days of old. They study advanced tactics, master cutting-edge technology, and carry the hopes of a nation determined to defend its sovereignty. The South China Sea stretches to the horizon, a strategic waterway shadowed by competition. Here, the stakes are high, not just for the Philippines but for the entire region, as rival powers vie for influence and control. The sound of their engines is a message. The Philippines is watching, and it has the tools to do so. Each sortie is a declaration of resolve, a signal that the nation will not be sidelined in its own backyard. This resurgence sets the stage for a deeper look at the Philippine Air Force's transformation. New aircraft, upgraded bases, and advanced systems are just the beginning of a broader story of renewal and ambition. How capable are these new assets? What advantages do they bring, and how do they compare to those of neighboring countries? The answers will shape the future of the region. What does this mean for the region's balance of power? As tensions simmer and alliances shift, the Philippines' growing air power could tip the scales in unexpected ways. The journey to answer these questions begins now. Join us as we explore the rise of the Philippine Air Force, the challenges it faces, and the new dawn breaking over the West Philippine Sea. How strong is the Philippine Air Force in 2025? The answer is more than numbers. Strength is measured in capability, readiness, and the skill of its people. For an archipelago like the Philippines, air power is essential for sovereignty. We must look beyond new jets. Radar systems, logistics, and training are just as vital. Advanced fighters without strong support are a hollow force. The PAF's mission has shifted from internal security to external defense, demanding new doctrine and mindset. We'll assess modern assets, the human element, and the strategic challenges ahead. Only by considering all these factors can we truly gauge the PAF's strength and future. The story of the Philippine Air Force is one marked by dramatic highs and sobering lows, a true roller coaster of triumph and decline that has shaped the nation's skies for generations. From its earliest days, the PAF has been a symbol of both aspiration and adversity, reflecting the broader journey of the Philippines itself. In the 1950s and 60s, the Philippine Air Force soared to new heights. It was considered a regional powerhouse, fielding cutting-edge F-86 Sabres, and later, the sleek F-5 Freedom Fighters. These aircraft were the pride of the nation, representing not just military strength, but also technological progress and ambition. Filipino pilots were among the best in Asia, highly trained, disciplined, and respected. The PAF became a symbol of national pride, a visible testament to the country's partnership with the United States and its commitment to regional security. Air shows, parades, and joint exercises showcase the skill and professionalism of its airmen. But as the decades passed, economic crises and shifting government priorities began to erode the Air Force's strength. Funding dwindled, modernization stalled, and the once mighty fleet started to show its age. By the 1990s, the PAF's aging jets struggled to stay airborne. Maintenance became a daily challenge, and spare parts grew scarce. The proud squadrons of the past were now grounded, their aircraft more often seen on the tarmac than in the sky. In 2005, the last F-5s were retired, marking the end of an era. For the first time in decades, the Philippines found itself without supersonic combat aircraft. a sobering moment that underscored years of neglect and underinvestment. The Air Force was left with only trainers and transport planes. Its combat wings, once the pride of the nation, had been clipped. The skies that once thundered with jet engines now fell, eerily silent. Vulnerability grew, and the silence over Philippine skies became a growing national concern. The absence of a credible air defense force left the country exposed to new and emerging threats. This period of decline did not go unnoticed. News headlines and public debates highlighted the urgent need for a stronger, more capable Air Force. The nation's leaders and citizens alike began to realize that the status quo was no longer sustainable. The need for a credible Air Force was no longer just a theoretical discussion. It had become an urgent national priority. The country faced a dramatic wake-up call, one that demanded immediate attention and decisive action. The next chapter in the Philippine Air Force's story would be defined by determination, renewal, and the drive to reclaim its place in the skies. The time for action had arrived. Scarborough Shoal, 2012. A turning point. A Philippine Navy ship confronts Chinese vessels, but Chinese maritime ships block its path. The standoff exposes a painful truth. The Philippines lacks air power to assert its rights. No jets fly overhead. The PAF's best aircraft are outdated propeller planes. The helplessness is a national humiliation and a wake-up call. Without air control, the Philippines cannot protect its territory. China gains de facto control of the shoal, a strategic loss. The crisis sparks a roar for modernization. The government launches the revised AFP modernization program. The top priority: restore supersonic jet capability. The silence over the West Philippine Sea must end. The journey to rebuild the Air Force begins in earnest. The stakes have never been higher. The answer to the Philippine Air Force's long-standing need for a modern jet fighter comes from South Korea. 12 FA-50PH Fighting Eagles. These aircraft represent a new era for the PAF, marking a significant leap forward in capability and technology. Delivered in 2015, these jets restore the roar of supersonic flight to Philippine skies after more than a decade of silence. Their arrival is met with excitement and pride as the nation witnesses the rebirth of its air defense. The FA-50 is more than just a trainer. It's a light combat aircraft equipped with advanced radar, precision-guided munitions, and modern avionics. It can engage both air and ground targets, making it a versatile asset for the PAF. Pilots now transition from subsonic trainers to a platform that can break the sound barrier, challenging them to master new skills and tactics. The FA-50's agility and speed demand a higher level of training and discipline. With the FA-50, the PAF can intercept intruders, patrol its vast airspace, and respond rapidly to threats. The sense of security and deterrence is stronger than ever before. The FA-50 quickly becomes the symbol of the Air Force's rebirth, inspiring a new generation of aviators and restoring national confidence in the PAF's capabilities. Its value is proven in the 2017 Battle of Marawi, where the FA-50 delivers precision strikes against terrorist positions, supporting ground forces and minimizing collateral damage. The aircraft's performance under fire cements its reputation. Real combat experience hones both pilots and ground crews, building true operational capability. Every mission flown and every lesson learned strengthens the PAF's resolve and expertise. By 2025, the FA-50 fleet stands as the backbone of the PAF's combat wing, providing reliable air defense and a platform for future growth. Pilots are now seasoned, ground crews highly skilled, and the entire force operates with a new level of professionalism and confidence. The FA-50 bridges the gap between the past and the future, transforming the PAF into a credible force capable of defending the nation's skies. It lays the foundation for the next step, acquiring a true multi-role fighter and preparing the PAF for even greater challenges ahead. With the FA-50, the future is within reach, and the Philippine Air Force stands ready to soar higher than ever before. While FA-50s patrol the skies, the A-29B Super Tucano tackles threats on the ground. Delivered in 2020, these Brazilian aircraft excel at counterinsurgency. Equipped with modern sensors and precision weapons, they strike with accuracy and minimize collateral damage. The Super Tucano replaces aging ground attack planes, becoming the workhorse of internal security. Its presence disrupts rebel and terrorist operations, supporting the Army effectively. This two-tiered approach, FA-50s for external defense, Super Tucanos for internal threats, makes the PAF more efficient. The right tools for the right missions. The Air Force is now a versatile guardian, In 2025, the PAF faces its biggest decision yet: which multi-role fighter will secure its future. The contenders, the American F-16 Viper, Swedish Saab Gripen, and South Korean KF-21 Boramae. The F-16 offers proven power and U.S. alliance, but at a high cost. The Gripen is efficient, affordable, and designed for nations with limited infrastructure. The KF-21 is cutting-edge, promising advanced tech and regional partnership, but is unproven. The choice isn't just technical, it's strategic. Each option aligns the Philippines with a different partner and vision. The decision will shape the Air Force for decades. Cost, capability, and geopolitics are all in play. The world is watching. The debate is fierce. F-16 advocates value U.S. interoperability and security guarantees. Gripen supporters argue for affordability, flexibility, and more flight hours for pilots. KF-21 backers see future potential and regional synergy, but acknowledge the risks of a new platform. The choice reflects national priorities: alliance, independence, or innovation. Each path has logic and consequences. The multi-role fighter decision will signal the Philippines' strategic direction. It's a high-stakes moment for the nation's defense. The future of the PAF hangs in the balance. So, how strong is the Philippine Air Force in 2025? Stronger than it's been in decades, but still evolving. The FA-50s, Super Tucanos, and new systems have rebuilt a credible foundation. The PAF can patrol, support ground troops, and deter threats. Yet compared to China, it remains outmatched. The goal isn't to win a full-scale war, but to deter aggression and defend sovereignty. Sustained funding and political will are essential for continued progress. The human element, skilled pilots, engineers, and crews, is the heart of the force. Advanced jets are useless without dedicated people. The modernization journey is a marathon, not a sprint. The true strength of the PAF lies in its spirit and professionalism. The sky is theirs to defend once more. The future is unwritten and in their hands.